A struggling mother sat quietly in a small restaurant with her young son, staring at the menu while trying to hide the worry in her eyes, because she knew she didn't have enough money to pay for the meal they were about to order. But what happened next would change both of their lives forever. It had been a difficult year for the mother. After losing her job and struggling to pay rent, every day felt like a battle just to keep food on the table and hope alive for her son. That evening she had promised him something simple, just one warm meal outside the house. As they sat at the small corner table, the boy looked around with excitement while she quietly counted the few dollars left in her purse, hoping it would be enough. But when the waiter brought the bill, her heart sank. She didn't have enough. Embarrassed and nervous, she told her son they might have to leave early. The boy nodded, trying to understand even though disappointment filled his face. Just as they were about to stand up and leave, a man sitting at the nearby table noticed what was happening. Without saying much, he quietly walked to the cashier and paid for their meal. When the mother realized what had happened, she rushed over to thank him. The man simply smiled and said something she would never forget. "Don't worry about it," he said gently. "One day, when life gives you the chance, just help someone else." Then he left before she could even ask his name. That small act of kindness stayed in her heart for years, and it stayed in her son's heart even longer. Years passed. The little boy grew up watching his mother work harder than anyone he knew, and he never forgot the stranger who helped them during one of the hardest days of their lives. Inspired by that moment, he worked hard in school, earned scholarships, and eventually built a successful career in business. But deep down, he always remembered one promise: if he ever had the chance, he would repay that kindness. One evening, as a successful young entrepreneur, he visited a newly opened restaurant in the city. As he walked inside, something felt strangely familiar. The place had the same warm feeling, the same kindness in the atmosphere. While talking with the staff, he discovered something surprising. The restaurant had a tradition. Whenever someone in need came in without enough money, their meal would quietly be paid for. Confused and curious, he asked who started this tradition. The manager smiled. "The owner," she said. Moments later, the owner walked out from the kitchen, and the young man froze, because standing there was the same stranger who had once paid for his meal many years ago. The young man walked up to him and said softly, "Sir, I don't know if you remember me, but many years ago you paid for dinner for a mother and her son who couldn't afford it." The owner looked at him carefully, and then smiled. "I remember," he said. "That boy was you." The young man nodded. Then he revealed something the owner never expected. Inspired by that single act of kindness, he had built a foundation that now helped thousands of struggling families with education and food support. And today he wanted to partner with the restaurant to help even more people. The owner looked around the restaurant quietly and smiled, because sometimes the smallest act of kindness doesn't just help someone in the moment. It creates a chain of goodness that spreads farther than anyone could ever imagine. And the truth is simple: kindness is never wasted, because one small good deed can echo through someone's life forever. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.